So if you're watching this video, you're probably familiar with BiggerPocket, which is a real estate media company, I guess I would say. Now, I'm going to start off this video with saying I am a huge fan of BiggerPockets. So I've been watching their content, reading their content, and listening to their content for about almost maybe like 10 years now. I'm not even sure when they started, but it feels like 10 years at least. They've created such a splash in the real estate community, solely on the investing side, I would say. But it truly is incredible what that company has turned into over the past decade. The one thing that I want people to understand with BiggerPockets is that it is talking about all different types of real estate investing everywhere in the country, maybe even the world, honestly, at least in the country. But yeah, because they also do have a lot of Canadian content on there as well. So I want to say all over the world. And because of this, it's a fantastic resource, absolutely fantastic. You can truly find basically almost any question answered there at some point by somebody in the space. But at the same time, if you are just starting off in real estate investing, BiggerPockets can be extremely overwhelming because there are so many different options and strategies that are talked about on the website, where if you're starting off trying to figure out how to get into real estate investing, going through BiggerPockets in the beginning can just be so daunting and completely overwhelming because there's so many options. Like, you can invest in so many different ways in so many different places. Where do you begin? So when I started years ago with BiggerPocket, that's exactly how I felt. So I actually probably started reading and listening to their content even before I was a real estate agent. So back then, when I literally knew nothing about real estate, it couldn't have been more overwhelming to see all the different options of real estate investing in that website. I think that's something that they could add to their BiggerPockets brand, is maybe some type of like investor quiz or like some type of like program or something that people can go through to kind of try to figure out what type of investing style might work best for them. Because a lot of times people just do not know what type of real estate investing they should get into. Should they buy and hold? Should they flip? Should they do long-term, short-term, mid-term? I mean, there's just so many different options. And there's even more obscure options than I just mentioned right there. So you can already tell how overwhelming this can be. And you might even agree with this if you're watching this video right now. The title of this video is Why BiggerPockets Won't Make You Rich. And I just want to make this very clear. BiggerPockets can make you very, very rich. Very rich. But it won't make you rich if you don't take action and actually break down the content that they provide on their website. So I see this a lot in the real estate community. From an agent side, from an investor side, I see so many people going to real estate events or reading real estate content, listening to real estate podcasts for years and years and years and years and years, and they take no action and nothing happens. And because of that, you won't become rich because you didn't take action. That's like the moral of this video. And I'm sorry if this seems a little clickbaity for you, but it's the truth. BiggerPockets won't make you rich unless you actually figure out a way to make BiggerPockets make you rich. Taking action on a very small portion, starting there, and building a business and a career around that. And so many people just listen to all of BiggerPocket content and get so overwhelmed and are just like, okay, well, and I say, are you a real estate investor? Well, I listen to BiggerPocket. So you're not a real estate investor yet. You have to take action. So start there and maybe just start really picking apart one investment strategy, or even just find one mentor on the BiggerPockets like channels that you can kind of just go off of and kind of like model what they did in their like real estate investing career so far. Like, that is probably like my best advice when it comes to that, because I was one of those people for years that did not take the action. I was reading the content, listening to the content, and I was just still so overwhelmed. I mean, years later, I still had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So like, I know from experience that how overwhelming that can be, and if you don't take the action, you're never going to be rich. So I wanted to make that very clear. And I also wanted to make very clear how much I love BiggerPockets, because it's a really great resource. But I definitely think that there could be some things that they can do that would maybe help people kind of identify what type of investor they would be. So if anyone from BiggerPockets ever watches this video or comes across it, I do think that that's something that could be really valuable for the community there. So I hope that you got something out of this video, whether it's even just a reality check about where you are in your career and where you want to be. Because I do think that there are so many great resources out there, but at the same time, a lot of people just don't know what to do with them and just feel overwhelmed. So let's start small. Let's break it down small. That's what I like to do with my clients that are looking to get into investing. We kind of try to figure out on a really granular level why they want to get into investing and what will work best for them with those goals. So I hope this video helped you, and as always, I would love to hear your opinions on the topic. And if you like BiggerPockets or not, feel free to share your opinions in the comments, because as always, I love hearing from you guys.